6 people have now been arrested and charged in relation to the murder of 10-month-old Sarayah Paulwell and her mother, 27-year-old Toshyna Patterson. The pair was kidnapped from the St. Andrew home in September last year and killed soon after.
Now, 4 of the accused appeared in court today, where the prosecution disclosed plans to seek the death penalty for the alleged triggerman. Natalia Clarke has the details.
2 sentenced, 4 still before the court. The Crown now appears to have a solid case regarding the murder of politician Sarayah Paulwell's 10-month-old child, Sarayah, and her mother, Toshyna Patterson. On Wednesday, 4 of the accused appeared in the Supreme Court for their alleged involvement. They are Leota Bradshaw, the alleged mastermind who shares a child with Paulwell, her cousin Roland Balfour, who is accused of being an accessory before the fact, Bijon Black, who appeared virtually, is said to have been the source of the gun, and the alleged triggerman David Smith, who the Crown says it's seeking the death penalty for. As the Director of Public Prosecutions, Paula Llewellyn, laid the allegations bare in court, Smith clasped his hands and shook his legs profusely. He was served a printed copy of the Notice of Intention for the Death Penalty, which he crushed, later declaring to the court he was not the one who pulled the trigger. He did not have a lawyer, and so Justice Vinette Graham Allen advised him to keep his assertions to himself until he has an attorney. Bijon Black was also without an attorney. Fresh details from the prosecution suggest Balfour was responsible for procuring the hitmen. On September 9, when the mother-daughter duo was kidnapped from their home, it said David Smith, the alleged triggerman, and Richard Brown, the driver, who has since been sentenced to 30 years, picked up Bijon Black in the Mountain View area in Kingston while transporting the mother and the child. Black allegedly gave Smith the gun, and then they all went to a section of Walker Hill in St. Andrew, where Smith allegedly killed them in the presence of Brown and Black. It said Smith then took a picture of the dead bodies and sent it to Leota Bradshaw to prove the hit was complete. The prosecution says that the spent shells were removed from the scene and the bodies burned. When Black was arrested in December, the police say a gun was on his person, which the DPP alleges matches the gun suspected to have been used to kill the pair. Several disclosures were provided to the defense, to include a forensic lab, a cautionary statement, and a DNA report. A file from the police's Communication Forensic and Cybercrime Division, CFCD, is still outstanding and should be ready within 8 weeks. Leota Bradshaw is represented by Deborah Martin and Kelly Hamilton. Roland Balfour is represented by Courtney Rowe. The other 2 defendants will be assigned legal representation. They are all scheduled to return to court on June 13 virtually. Natalia Clarke, CVM News.